That's insane, guys. We've been we've been doing this for 60 episodes. Started on IG Live, and now we're here giving you guys some good tips on calories in, calories out. Look, you might be fat. You might look at yourself in the mirror and be, but it's okay. You just gotta look at a dumbbell and you gotta lose the weight.
Yeah, it's all right, man. You'll be all right. Let's keep following the journey. All right. So tell me a story, Cody.
Back in my day when I was eating a whole donut box, and I knew nothing about calories. I didn't understand how that worked. I just pretty much ate how I felt. So I felt a little hungry and grabbed a box of donuts, and I would demolish the box of donuts, have like the glaze all over my fucking face and shit. And then I'll be looking around for a cup of milk, trying to drink it, but my fat ass already drank the gallon of milk, so there wouldn't be no milk. Uh, it wasn't until I started to look more into food, and I found a couple fitness YouTube influencers that were talking about this big thing, calories in, calories out. And so I piqued my interest. I had a question mark over my head thinking, what the fuck is this? What is this calories in, calories out? And as I dug deeper, I came to realize that food itself are numbers. And these numbers dictate whether you're fat or you're skinny. And so that's how I figured out what calories in, calories out were.
Yeah.
Now, going into that, there's how many numbers, right? How many calories in, calories out? So what is calories in, calories out?
Yeah, man. I remember. All right. So calories in is anything that you're eating. Right. Here's a spoon and here's a bowl. So anything that you eat, put inside your damn mouth. Pause. Okay. You're going to whatever you eat, that's going in. All right. That's the easiest part. You can control how much you're eating. If you just eat less, that's a caloric deficit. But on the other end of the spectrum, when you eat, what goes out of your body, that's different. This is the machine. You are the machine, and whatever comes out, that's a whole different story. But remember this: calorie deficit does not always mean eat less, right? Doesn't mean always eat less.
It does not mean always eat less. Matter of fact, like you can eat a little amount of food and it still be such a high amount of calories. And you're thinking that, man, these gram of peanuts that I'm eating or this teaspoon of peanut butter that I'm eating is like the best thing because it's so little. I'm having a peanut butter sandwich for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I should be losing calories. I'm actually getting fat. Here's why.
Yeah. So, what I meant to say was, calorie deficit does not mean eat less because, right, that's one end of the spectrum. But on the other end of the spectrum is you could actually work out a ton and then you could still be in a deficit, right?
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
Do you think it's optimal for these people to out-train a bad diet?
No, definitely not. Nutrition is 80% of results, bro. Like that's so true. Like, yeah.
You can, a mentor once told us, you can out diet a bad training, but you can't out train a bad diet.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. So this thing right here, right? This is the machine. If you already come with a bunch of like pre-issues already, like let's say like you're obese, your metabolic machine is already damaged. So maybe what you put in is actually very important now at this time, right? Like if you're big as hell, it's gonna really what comes out on the other end of the equation. It's gonna be really difficult for you to lose weight if you're not eating like some quality foods, right? You can't just eat whatever you want over here and expect what goes out to be like balanced.
Look,
So
yeah, I mean, guys, if you're eating a cupcake, you can't expect to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you're eating a donut, you should expect to look like a donut because that's exactly what you're doing. You're putting what you
yeah,
are
man.
that inside your body. Your body's just going to represent that. So when you see a self when you have a little bit of fat, it's from the foods that you're eating. It's the type of food that you're eating, and he's saying it very well. But really does matter. It's not. It's not. You can't put whatever you can. Put whatever you want in your body.
Yeah, especially for obese individuals. You don't want to just be putting like junk inside the machine. So what's going to come out is poor performance, all that. So
I want to pinpoint on what you said right there, brother. What do you mean machine?
what do I mean machine?
You mean machine? Because most people don't understand that their body is a machine. So how do you see the body as a machine?
Dude, your body is a machine, man. It is this machine, it's a metabolic machine of energy in and energy out. And how you make your mark on the world is based really on like what you put inside your body, how you you are a machine, man. Like you are a part of this world. That's how I see it as. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Your body is a temple. It is the machine that gets you running. The reason why you're lethargic, you're tired all the time, you don't have energy for your kids, whatever, because you're putting crap into your body. Imagine you're putting diesel in a motorcycle. You're not going to go very fucking far. Or if you're putting F1 racing fuel in Prius, it's not going to work either. So whatever you put into your body is going to affect the energy output. Um, like a car, just like a motorcycle and a fucking semi, your body is also a machine. It's a living organism.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring up this topic about body recomposition. I've heard in the space that you got to choose one. You either have to choose to lose fat, right? Or like you can't build fat, you can't shred fat, and you can't shred fat and build muscle at the same time. I've heard that everywhere. What do you feel about that?
I think um, I think there's a level of degree where you can still build muscle and lose fat. I think when you're shredding down, it takes a very extreme amount of calorie deficit. But I'm a big believer that you can still build muscle on a calorie deficit. That's
Yep.
what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to be in a bulk phase. I don't like bulking. I don't recommend bulking. It's here's why I don't recommend bulking, guys. It's like we're adding more calories in that you're gonna have to subtract anyways. You're gonna have to subtract muscle that you just gained with those extra calories, so it's not really gonna make any sense. But if you feel like doing bulking, then go ahead.
Yeah. So here's three areas like I feel recomposition is possible, right? Well, I mean, there's three people that come into the space when they're trying to do recomposition. One is a new lifter, right? Somebody who's brand new, a beginner. They're going to see a lot. If they're on a progressive overload training, they're eating high protein, and they're starting their fitness journey, they're eating in good nutrition, then they're going to see results fast. The second is a detrained lifter. That means somebody who used to work out but stopped working out, but they still have the muscle memory effect. They still have the muscle memory, but they haven't been working out. They're just on and off, right? And then you have the obese individual, number three. The obese individual is a special case. So what goes in is really important. So what goes out?
I honestly would say that an obese individual is not a special case. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It is just what I think. Because me being obese at one point in my life, there's nothing special about that. About 80% of Western society is average fat.
Yeah.
And you guys don't want to say that to yourself. nothing special about you. You were just like everyone else. If you want to continue to be like everyone else, continue to be fat. So what he's saying, the beginner lifter can really increase a lot of muscle mass really fast because they have something called newbie gains.
Mm-hmm.
The body is not primed and not used to it, so it just shoots up in muscle mass.
Yeah.
Intermediate, he's saying muscle memory. When you're working out and then you take a break for even a year, your muscles still remember the pressure that you put it under. When you come back into lifting, you're increasing your muscle mass once again. And the obese guys, fat guys, fat chicks, like, look, your ego aside, stop saying that you're okay. Stop saying that your life is fine the way it is, because it's really not. You walking up 5 flights of stairs and feeling exhausted is an issue. You're a human being, and like, Jesus Christ, man, like, listen to what we're saying about calories in and calories out. This is the roadmap to how you can actually just make a difference and change your life. And if you don't, a lot of health problems down the road that you don't even see.
Yeah. So with the obese individual, simply being in a caloric deficit, you're going to see results. With the newbie person, get in the gym, get good nutrition, lift the heavy weights, progressive overload, and you're going to see results. With the detraining, just get back into your routine and just start being more disciplined. Right? All this sounds very simple on paper. It's easy to say, but the hardest part is consistency. Right?
Why do you think consistency is the hardest?
People talk too much. That's why. I think people talk too much, and they're on their phone too much, and they're getting distracted.
Maybe it's also because they don't believe.
What's that?
Maybe it's also because they don't believe in themselves.
Yeah, I think they're setting the bar. Like, this is the thoughts. So what they're thinking is they're limiting their beliefs about what's possible. Tell me about that, man.
I like to think when doubts come into your head, it's usually about when you're about to make it. So limiting beliefs. When I was fat and overweight, I remember just always thinking that I couldn't do it. Whatever workout or run, I just didn't believe in myself that I could do it. And it was really just shooting myself in the leg. And it was very painful to deal with that, because not only am I inserting some negative thoughts and reinforcing, but I'm also teaching myself that I truly can't do it because I wouldn't follow through with whatever the goal is. Now, limiting beliefs, one thing you guys got to take note of, just in your head, no one is saying it. You might have been called a certain name years ago, or somebody might have said something about you years ago, and now that's lingering and you're continuing to think about it. You gotta realize that you have the control of your mind to say, maybe that's not true.
Yeah. And go out there and actually figure it out for yourself if it's true or not. For yourself. It's so important. If
Whatever.
you don't,
Go ahead, brother.
yeah, if you don't go out there and like figure it out, like, is that really possible? Can I actually shred fat, build muscle at the same time? Have you even tried to do it? Or have you even attempted to do it? Have you ever put the plan in action? You ever got with a coach? You don't know what's possible until you go out there and figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, 100%. And I was losing weight. I didn't make it a mission to lose weight. I just started working out. I had friends that were working out, and started hanging around them and enjoyed the process of just being around people who worked out. And later, it turned into more progression phase and trying to weight. But in the beginning, you're just learning about your body, how how it works, how it reacts, and having that mindset instead of, man, I gotta get this result, because if I don't get this result, it's not gonna be the way you want it to be. You're not gonna
Yeah.
love your life. You know, you're only limiting yourself.
I think I love how you said that. I think the rep is so important more than the actual result. It's who you become in the journey. It's not what you get. I think that's so important. Like, who are you becoming? Who is the person you're going to become personally identified with at the end of this journey? And the journey never ends either, right?
Yeah. I mean, imagine what that person looks like, smells like, talks like. Who are you trying to become when you're working out? Because I remember being fat, I had this vision of some guy with some abs. I'm like, man, if I only had abs, those guys are super. Envision that. Why do you want those abs? And try to come up with a picture that you are satisfied with, and it'll help you determine and remind you to keep moving forward in your journey. But if you don't have a vision, it's gonna be very hard.
Yeah,
And
guys.
yeah, it adds to your belief system.
Yeah, 100%. So, guys, here it is. Remember, your beliefs dictate whether it's possible or not for yourself. We also talked about calories in, calories out. Calories out is a whole different story. You are the machine in this world, right? So what you put in your body, you're gonna get what you put out into this world. Remember, you gotta look at it as you're big. It's bigger than you, man. Like this whole world that we live in. Our niche is teaching men to become leaders, right? This is very important. What you put out into the world is what you put in to your world. How much effort, what are your thoughts into your head, right? So that
Yeah.
was today's episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.
Hope you guys liked it, guys. If you guys are looking for coaching, whether you want to lose weight or build muscle or get a better meal plan, go ahead and hit one of us up. We'll get you right on the right track. And as always, guys, we'll catch you guys the next time. As we're going with this, remember, we're in episode 60, and we're not stopping here. We're just going to keep going. In a few years, our videos are going to be way better. You're going to be looking at it. You're going to be enjoying it. We're not going to be drawing just stick figures and being in a room. We're going to have a studio. It's going to look
It's
real
grow
nice.
over time, man. It's gonna grow over time.
It is, just like you guys are.
Yep, exactly. So see you guys tomorrow for the next episode. We'll go more into we're gonna surprise you guys. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're out.
Peace.
All right, guys. Peace.